Hey, welcome to Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
Greg. How you doing, nerds?
What's up, bud? What's up?
Well,
New year?
Yeah, New Year, and this episode is all Disney Plus. So you don't need any other subscription. Cancel your Netflix, cancel your Amazon Prime. You don't need
Until next week.
Yeah. Well, on the 15th, it'll be a little HBO Max. Hopefully, they give me the show
20th.
I pay for.
And 20th is Vox Machina, so that's Prime.
Well, yeah, and also season 4 of my favorite Israeli show, Fauda, but I know you don't watch that.
No, I don't watch
that. Great show, if anyone watching. I was wondering, season 4 comes out in the same day as Vox Machina, only they give it to us 1 week at a time, whereas you'll probably binge Vox Machina.
You got to admit,
2 hours.
Binge-worthy.
Well, we got to spread it out.
Just to see what Scanlan's going to do in the next episode is worth it.
True, but if you have a pop culture podcast and your Willow show is ending next week, you might want to spread it out. But anyway, I know no one can stop you. I get it. No
power in the verse can stop me.
The underverse or the multiverse?
The verse.
Okay.
Well, shout out to the Firefly fans out there.
That's right. Get off my boat. Okay.
You ever thought you'd want to live on the Serenity?
Yeah. Came with its own lady of the evening, if you will, the gorgeous Morena Baccarin. So yes, who wouldn't?
Yeah, but she never serviced the crew, so
no, she did not. No. I just watched Deadpool again last night with her in it. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
You almost forget how beautiful that woman is.
Well, I just over the holidays I binged Castle, and I was like, then of course I got to watch Firefly after that, right? Because there were so many Firefly actors that guest on Castle, and like watching Firefly again, it's just like, I want to live on that boat.
Yeah, I love the movie too.
Oh yeah, no, I think if I ever came into money, I'd build a life-size Serenity just for the fun of it.
Of course, I saw Serenity because I was in Club Med. I saw Serenity the movie first, and then watched the show. So
really.
Oh, yeah, I was confused as heck because I love that scene with Summer Glau. When Summer Glau has that amazing bar fight scene.
Yeah.
So this whole time on the show is, okay, when is she going to cut? And she never does. So I'm like, what is going on? So I guess that was Joss Whedon's way of, because he didn't do it in the show or couldn't for whatever reasons, that he finally showed. Because I kept waiting for her to do her thing, on the show. And she only does one scene where I think she shoots 2 guys in the dark. And that's about it.
Yeah, but well, no, she's looking away as she's shooting the people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
mathematically prepares where they are, and then just bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. But this whole time I was expecting so much more. I never got it, so that's why. I'm a big fan of that scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Ooh, a tussle. Anywho, we're getting a little away from ourselves here. We're going to cover episode 7 of Willow, the penultimate episode called "Beyond the Shattered Sea," National Treasure, Edge of History, Bad Romance. And that'll be episode 5. And, of course, first 2 episodes of Bad Batch, Spoils of War and Ruins of War. Let's get into some Willow. Okay, here's my problem with Willow. I'll tell you what I liked. I liked how, now that Elora Danan's using more magic, she's going back to red hair, which she had as a baby. So I like that added touch. What I don't like is someone in the writer's room screwed up. Have you noticed especially in this episode, there was modern day language mixed with the old? For instance, of course I'm going to name this episode Prince Chauncey McSleazoid because that's hilarious, but there's no such name as McSleazoid. Whatever that, and she was using Palace Dit, Sicko Fantasy. No, that's modern speak. So I don't know what happened there. There's 2
but it's a fantasy world, so you can fudge it a little bit.
No, but Sicko Fantasy, that's more the now. That's the woke generation. So, but I'm just saying someone should have paid attention to that continuity because it's a little, Game of Thrones.
They were trying to be inclusive.
Game of Thrones did the same thing, not as bad, but because at one point the Hound is bringing Arya back to see her mom. This is right before the Red Wedding. And they're waiting till nightfall, and he goes to Arya. You keep looking over there every 5 minutes. And that, they've never established how they tell time in Game of Thrones, right? That's something we say every 5 minutes. So that completely took me out of the the fantasy, if you will. Same with this. We were right? Never let a good-looking woman out of a cage, right?
I just roll with it. Those things never really pop up for me, so it's like. Although I swear to God, like there should have been a Rocky training montage playing while this episode
Laura
was going on.
and Willow.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well, I'm sure someone's already supercut that right now.
Probably.
But an eye at the tiger. Okay.
Then we find Graydon has a little bit of juice.
Yeah. All of a sudden he pops out this pen and then shoots this sky demon, whatever.
Yeah.
Winged
his
creature.
flute. It was his flute.
Yeah. Oh, it was his flute. Okay.
Yes. Because very personal things can be magical conduits.
I think he didn't take out his skin flute. Hey-oh. Okay. Yeah. And
Title of his sex tape.
Yeah. Title of his sex tape. And Eric, of course, we knew that was going to end in a kiss anyway, because the minute he started ignoring, what's her name, she, of course, was interested in him, right? I mean,
yeah.
That's all you have to do. Got to turn him off to turn him on, fellas.
Yeah.
Anywho.
And then he comes out and he's all, when they finally get there and he's all...
Yeah,
I mean, you see a little bit of growth in the characters. I mean, Kit starts accepting Laura Dannon.
Yeah, but the whole Jade and Kit thing means more. It feels more like, hey, look how progressive we are. I mean, instead of I don't know.
Oh, I know.
Really,
it's a sign of the times where we're have to include everybody and everything and everyone.
That's fine. It's just I'm not buying it, because it seems like they're shoehorning it almost in a way into.
Well,
the
that's
story,
just it. If you write something to have happen naturally, okay, yeah, it works. It did, but like you said, like everybody's got to include this, and they're like it's almost like they're ticking off check boxes, right? So I mean, we see a lot of that nowadays, and it's just kind of annoying, personally.
Yeah, I mean, well, if it, I don't know if it's, I don't know what I'm having a hard time coming with the word, but this one just feels almost forced in a way. It doesn't feel natural. That's all. I mean,
yeah,
I like both actresses. It's just.
Oh no, they're doing really really well and whatnot, but it's still like everybody's. It's all an agenda at a certain point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And of course, Boorman, he has the magical Chimerian queer ass, but doesn't want to use it until the right moment and whatever.
Well, he's afraid he's not going to be worthy.
True. Yeah.
I mean, he's been bullshitting. He's been bullshitting his way through everything, and now he's got to like actually come through, and it's like, no, I'm a fraud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and of course Eric gets a neat little haircut, or I guess he was wearing hair extensions this whole time, and but.
Oh yeah, he got prettied up.
Yeah.
He drank the Kool-Aid, and.
That's right. Never accept.
Now he's a disciple
from a good-looking woman. Okay.
He drank the Kool-Aid. Now he's a disciple.
Yeah.
And Kit was always afraid that she was the one that was going to be turned towards Bathmorda's evil ways.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess it's the finale next week, so they have to leave it. I guess Laura Dannon goes bad. I don't know. Then they have to rescue her and get her back to being good.
Well, I don't know if she's going to turn. I think she's going to be it'll be a face-off between her and Eric. And I'm guessing that our little Kool-Aid server is going to be I guess you could say conduit for the evil one, for Bathmorda, and we'll see.
Okay.
Just a guess.
Right. Yeah.
Just a guess.
All right, ready to get some National Treasure?
National Treasure. Back to the CW.
Yes. So I guess we were both right last week. It was Orin who was bugged, right? They bugged his sneakers, so yeah, he didn't do anything intentionally.
I've never seen someone just die so hard for their sneakers being torn apart.
Well, yeah, that's why. I mean, I'm not a sneakerhead, but I don't know if you're supposed to wear them. These guys keep them in a box and sniff them, and so and he doesn't strike me as
Is it one to rack and one to wear?
Yeah, well, exactly. Or some buy three, right? One
Yeah,
to
yeah,
trade,
yeah.
one to trade, one to keep, one to wear. But he doesn't strike me as a guy with a lot of money to do that. So,
Yeah.
but at any rate, so the Scooby Gang goes to the governor's ball. Okay, that's what I'm calling them. And yeah, actually, I handle Willow better than this show. I don't know. Just taking it out
I mean,
of me
it's
here.
you still have a little bit of the national treasure, original national treasure magic, I guess you could say. But
Well,
it's really Riley brought a lot of that last episode, but you're still getting that whole CW.
Well, yeah, the whole bad romance dance that they do, like, ew, really?
Yeah.
What was the point of that? But anywho, aside the fact that neither of them could dance, and not being mean is just, should have used stunt doubles. Okay. Of course, now we get a team up, right? So Billy and Jess, I guess, are gonna team up to solve the riddle now. Is that what you took away from this?
Don't know. Like, I'm still kind of like, there's still something about her that rings wrong with what she's doing or how she's being portrayed. Like, when she saw that, when she saw the necklace, when she saw the medallion, she's like, she's one, like her father was one of them. Like, this was somebody who, she seemed almost in awe. So it's like, maybe, because she's working for a conglomerate, but maybe she has an ulterior motive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
So picking her up and like running off, it's like, okay, come on, jump in. Time to tell you where you're really from. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I did like to shout out to, the Twin Serpents, the whole Chichen Itza. Of course, that was right by Cancun, so I went there a lot when the year I was there. So I like seeing. Obviously, I knew what they were talking about.
There you go. Well, it's always good when something relates to you, right?
Yeah, and if you've been there, because it is cool during the vernal equinox. The shadow. You can see the snake going down.
Yeah.
Down the stairs, but overall.
Like it's got something, but it's just it's wispy. Like you can't grab it.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel about it? Like it's got something, but it's
I was
smoke.
on the fence anyway, but I'm giving it a chance.
Yeah.
But they're really
like they have an opportunity to do something really interesting with this. Because there's so much treasure hunting you could do.
Maybe it's the budget. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's because they're not really going anywhere or in jungle or anything or Mexico. I don't know. Maybe it's that.
Well, they got Disney money. They should be able to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you'd think. It's only an 8-episode run. Come on.
You kind of right now, like I said, it's almost Tomb Raider and National Treasure. They're kind of like falling in between, but it's got that whole CW vibe to it, right? So it's like there's just something there, but it's like smoke. You can't grab it.
Yeah.
Well, what can you do?
Tune in next week.
Is next week the finale?
No. There's still 3 episodes left.
Okay.
But we got some time for them to win me over. Okay. But no,
we need the second they get a Nick Cage cameo in there, you're going to lose.
Well, yeah, that's the only thing that would save it. But he's too busy making vampire movies, I see. But
well, hang on. Before we get into Bad Batch, did you watch the Renfield's trailer?
Of course I did. Come on,
that kind of
Cage is a vampire again.
Yeah. Well, wasn't that one of his first movies?
Yes,
he was a vampire.
Yeah, he famously ate the cockroach in that movie, and he said it was a mistake. Okay, but yeah. Was it called Love It Bite or something? Bite? Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, I did watch that movie. No,
it wasn't Once Bitten. That was Jim Carrey's vampire movie.
Yeah, that's right. Vampire's Kiss. Then, yeah, Vampire's Kiss.
Vampire's Kiss. Yeah.
1988. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer Beals is in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously in the effects, I mean, look at the makeup and everything, and
Oh, just the fighting with Nicholas Hoult going all martial arts crazy.
We got Beast versus Ghost Rider here. So
no kidding.
We're in for something. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you know what?
No, I was going to discuss the trailer in our roundup there at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah. So,
it popped up in my head and I just went for it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
So it looks like Omega grew up a little, got a helmet.
Well, she had the helmet at the end of last season.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, okay. It was like that parting shot.
I guess she
had the helmet and the crossbow, and she
lankier
was
now, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, so they're sent to Count Dooku's palace. Get the spoils of war.
They had a lot of goods in there. Holy shit! I didn't think Dooku raided that much.
Oh yeah, he's like any other despot, tyrannical despot. Yeah, he took his share.
There was lots of shiny stuff. Did you get a little bit of a Indiana Jones Last Crusade feel? With
no.
Omega at the end there. So when Echo was saying, "Let it go."
No, but I mean, well, yeah, okay, yeah, kind of, yeah. I mean, but Hunter, Wrecker, and Tech are in it for their own gain, but Echo was thinking larger, right? Like she's basically overheard them talk, and she thinks she's got him into that mess. So if they can get enough money, then.
Well, I think Echo wants to be a rebel. He wants to fight the Empire. He wants to right the wrongs, Yeah. Where everybody else is just kind of like, okay, let's get the money and run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, and in doing so, and in doing the going to the planet Sereno, she asks that question. Well, how is it any different than what we're doing? Like Dooku stole from these other worlds, and now they're stealing from Dooku.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Well, did you find that opening scene was like they're really latching onto some Disney stuff? Because I mean, like that first scene reminded me of Pirates of the Caribbean. The
crabs.
The crabs.
They're
running from the crabs like when he was running from the natives.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I guess since you can't really steal from your own property, right? Okay.
That or they had some of the same writers were on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do a running on the beach away from a threat. Didn't we already do that?
Yeah.
Good old Bad Batch.
What else? That was Wanda Sykes. Yeah, Wanda Sykes. When she at the beginning, I think of the first episode where she gets in Fee,
the friend,
kind of a pirate. Yeah. So yeah, was that Wanda Sykes? Yes, it is. But yeah, no sign of crosshairs in either episode. So
no,
I guess they're saving him.
Yeah. Those episodes kind of like went really quick, right?
Well, they're not long either. And then, it was basically
it was one storyline, 2 episodes.
Yeah, and they're in peril in each episode. So.
Yeah,
I forget who Omega was with, but they're in the container. Oh, she's with Tech, right?
She was with Echo.
Oh yeah, Echo, and then the container goes. So yeah, it was just a lot of that, right? Like filler.
Just running away and beating the Imperial guy. So the Bad Batch are using stunners, and the Imperials are all out to kill.
Yeah.
It's
a good thing they can't shoot.
Well, it's just funny considering how the Bad Batch were like such a killing unit. But I guess they really can't show that, A Disney show.
Yeah.
Disney cartoon. No, we can't show Hunter pulling his knife and knifing a sentry.
Well, we do see the Vice Admiral Rampart kill that clone, right? Because he refused to file a false report. So.
Well, that was a lot of CYA. That would cover your ass, because I mean he knows the Bad Batch are supposed to be dead. No, if it reveals that they're not dead, then he failed and he will reap the wrath of Lord Vader.
Yeah,
all the cover my ass politics in the Empire really shines
Yeah.
through with this.
Yeah. Plus, this is kind of like the beginning of the end for the clones. But even having the inhibitor chips and the forced obedience, they still have morals, right? And
Yeah.
so, which is why they have to go. So this is, I think, the start of the end of the clones. Begun the Clone Wars have.
Yeah, we've all seen that already. So it's like,
yes.
You ever have you speculated what other trouble they're going to get into and who they might cross over with?
I was hoping Boba Fett, but mainly in live action. That's my dream. That
the Bad Batch in live
during second season of Boba Fett, that we get I don't know, teenage. I don't know. I'm not sure the years, but she is Boba Fett's sister, so that would kind of be mind blowing if they could pull that off. And I wouldn't put it past Dave Filoni to do that, because he's brought out Clone Wars and Rebels and live action.
Well, have him appear in Boba Fett or The Mandalorian.
Yeah, but seeing that, I think people would lose their shit if that happened.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
And she's I don't know. She's been on the search for him or whatever, and then they have a fight. They're not sure why they're fighting. Don't shoot. I'm your sister. Anywho, make it happen, Filoni, Favreau.
If anybody could.
Yeah. Well, sticking in the vein of Disney Plus, you'll finally get to see Black Panther: Wakanda Forever on February 1st.
Yeah, that's coming up.
It was going to be January 20th, but they changed it again. So yes, on February 1st, you'll be able to watch it on Disney Plus.
You've seen it, right?
Yes.
Make
sure you got a box of Kleenex. I'm not talking about Pornhub. I'm talking about for this movie. So yeah.
All the feels.
Yeah, you'll get gut punched a few times. Make sure that's handy.
When Marvel wants to gut punch you, they do. They go hard.
But in this case, it's with reason, because unfortunately it happened in real life too, right?
Yeah.
So there's all that going into it, like Jesus, So this is the first Marvel movie that addresses something like that.
True.
And to no one's surprise, why they didn't announce it sooner, Wednesday was renewed for season 2. So,
well, that's good.
There was some rumor it wasn't going to be on Netflix for some stupid reason, but whatever, it's renewed.
There's just so much crap out there of this is gonna. Oh, did you see that? You're just like, all the clickbait is just stupid crazy.
Yeah.
I think I keep seeing stories about Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans returning to the MCU. Okay, that kind of broke a while ago, and they're just doing variations on the same story just to get you to click on it. It's just, oh my God, it's just horrible.
Yeah, they get me sometime.
That's my New Year's resolution, to not click on clickbait. Okay. Porn bait I'll click on, but clickbait, no.
All the time, yeah.
Yeah. No. So anything else in the news?
No, rather than the whole he said, she said, Dwayne Johnson, DC. There's more details are coming out now, which is, nothing I didn't know. Now we found out the execs are mad because he went way over everyone's head and went right to the president. Now they're saying, yes, that was false information he leaked about the movie making profit. Oh boy. So that's a big mess now.
DC is a big mess.
Yeah, you never see this really happening at Marvel, right? So,
well, that's just it. DC couldn't get their shit together.
Yeah.
It's like, I think we addressed this last week. It was just like, you got your characters, you got your actors. Write a new story and make it better.
Well,
period.
There was slightly good news yesterday involving DC. You probably heard Stephen Amell is back on The Flash as Oliver Queen.
Yeah, I saw that for the finale.
Or Spectre or whatever they're called. He was in the last episode. Is it Spectre?
Yeah, he was turned into Spectre.
Yes.
At the end of the Arrow run.
Yeah, but then the last scene was with him and Hot Wheels, though, in kind of heaven, right? I mean,
yeah. So
yeah, he seemed pretty happy. I saw his Instagram videos on it.
Well, I was watching a little bit of he was back on Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
He was talking about being back on Flash and how he'll never say no to being on those shows, because it's like before Berlanti finished asking the questions, yes, I'm there. And they also gave a little bit, Heels, a little insight to Heels is they're hopefully going to be released in the first quarter of 2023.
Oh, okay, good.
So it's like, yeah, we want more of that. He says he's been putting a lot into it, so it's like we're looking forward to seeing that. What else? And he's looking at doing the sequel to Code 8.
Yeah.
Apparently they ran a sequel to Code 8. I still haven't seen the first one. I never saw where it was.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but it was on Netflix for quite a while.
Was it? I missed it.
Oh,
completely. I have to go find it. Just because.
What else? No, that's all I have. It was kind of a slow, quiet week.
Yeah, no, I just, other than watching things, I've just been binge watching other things. Rewatching 2.5 Men.
Okay.
Just because. I'm convinced now, after rewatching 2.5 Men, that millennials the reason they have so many problems is because their parents were like Alan and Judith. If your parents resembled Alan and Judith, they're the reason you're screwed up.
Could be.
that constant smothering, and he's grumpy. We need to take him to a therapist. He's clogged up.
I started watching Fresh Off the Boat on Disney Plus for some reason, and now I'm into it.
Fresh Off the Boat?
Yeah. It was an ABC comedy. I think it's still going on, actually, with Candace Wu and Randall Park.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm into it now. I'll keep watching it.
That's what I say. Like, you revisit a few things. Like, you go back to some of the old.
Well, I've been watching, like you. I've been watching. This is my 4th time watching Superstore on Netflix. So I decided to try a new one. So that's why I started with Fresh Off the Boat.
No, I haven't. There's nothing that's been grabbing me off the streaming stuff.
Well, you said you don't watch. You never watched that '70s show, so I assume you're not going to watch that.
No, the '90s show. No.
Okay. I'm just going to watch it for the cameos from the old crew. That's about it. But that's coming out on the 19th.
I just hated the '70s, so it's.
Well, I think
they do a whole show around the '70s. It's like, okay.
Well, yeah, but it was funny. Like, I don't like, maybe other than In Living Color and that '70s show, I never liked any Fox comedies. I mean, I never got to see Married with Children. I know it was on Fox, but for me, that '70s show was one of their shining stars because it was hilarious. Yeah. And the only time Ashton Kutcher was funny, because any comedy he made, I never laughed. That's why I could never figure out. I called it the Ashton Kutcher effect, because he was hysterical on that show, but I never found him funny in any comedy he did.
Well, he was good on The Ranch.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't find. But that's why I call it the effect. It's not like the butterfly effect. I like the butterfly effect, but that wasn't a comedy. But he's never, other than that one scene in Dude, Where's My Car? That's it. When they're ordering Chinese takeout. But that's it. But he is hilarious.
Well, did you ever watch The Ranch all the way through?
The first season I did. That's about it, though.
I think with The Ranch, what made it better, or more, I guess you could say, palatable, was the fact that was the rest of the cast as well.
Well, it's always fun just to hear Sam, what's his name?
Sam Elliott, right?
Yeah, Sam Elliott with that voice.
Yeah. Fuck are you wearing?
Yeah.
That's still my favorite line in that show.
Wish we could all sound like that.
When Ashton Kutcher shows up in Uggs and he's like, "The fuck are you wearing?"
Get out of here, Beho.
Show me a tit. Show me the tit on an almond. Almond milk. We love you, Sam Elliott.
Yeah, come on the show, please. Okay, you can swear at us, cuss at whatever you want. We'll let you do it.
Actually, he's pretty subdued when he's interviewing.
Call us turd burgers if you want.
I've listened to a couple interviews with him. He's actually very subdued.
Yeah, I heard him on Mark Maron's podcast. I keep forgetting he had a brief scene in Apocalypse Now. You know, like he was really more like a carpenter, but then he fought to get in. He wanted to be an actor, kind of like Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And they stuck him in there, and I just keep forgetting that that's him in that boat scene. At any rate, that's all I got, sir, for you. Let's want to wrap her up.
What do we got for next week?
Well,
Willow National Treasure.
Yeah, we got the finale of Willow, National Treasure, an episode of Bad Batch, and if you watch The Pale Blue Eye with Christian Bale, that's up to you.
Actually, when you told me about that kind of got me interesting because I liked Edgar Allan Poe. I liked the.
It's very well done. Like I actually look like it believed you'll believe you're in the Hudson Valley in 1830. Like the cinematography is gorgeous, the acting from everyone is top notch. You know, it's really gorgeous. I guess it's a smidge too long, but that's fine. You know, because it's so good.
Well, if the story's compelling enough, that too long you never notice it, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, it's based on a book, but the fact. And I didn't, I knew a little bit of Edgar Allan Poe, so it's actually true. He was at West Point in 1830. Facts. Yeah. So he blended. Obviously, the author, took some license, but
believe it or not, in all the English classes that I had in high school, the stories of Edgar Allan Poe are the ones I remember the most.
Yeah, and they do touches, like he'll be walking and then a raven will pop. So they do touches, and he already was a published poet by the time he was in West Point, and there is a reference to the poem, because Lenore, he says the word. I wouldn't want to ruin the movie for it. He does say the word Lenore to someone, so you do get touches, but no, I gave it the thumbs up for sure.
You got me curious, so I'm gonna have a poke at that.
Yeah,
maybe I'll get
Whiplash, or a Star Wars story, whatever. Because now that you've seen Andor, you might appreciate it more.
Well, maybe rewatch. Yeah, rewatch Rogue One. Yeah, but Whiplash. It's funny. I was watching. Interview with Miles Teller and Glenn Powell. They were talking about Top Gun on the Rich Eisen show, and they were talking Top Gun and Whiplash and all that. And I was like, "Yeah, those were concurrent."
Oh, he was talking about Whiplash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Top Gun. Watch that a couple more times.
All right. Okay, we're starting to drift here. Let's. We already talked
about. Now, hang on. Before we sign off, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you want to see a Top Gun that focuses on Rooster and Hangman in Phoenix?
Is there an or no? Are you giving me a choice or no?
No. Would you want to see the continuation with those characters? Or do you think it's just without Maverick, it just isn't?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Because
yeah, that's tough because
you gotta love Hangman's character. He's so there, right?
I don't know, man. That's
a tough call.
I don't think so.
Don't think they can carry it?
No, Tom Cruise would have to beat it. Well, it'll find its audience. Like, I don't know how many women are drooling over the beach football scene, so maybe they would need a couple more scenes like that too.
Hey, I was almost drooling over the beach football scene. I'm like, I want to look like that again.
Yeah. I don't
me
know.
back 30 years.
I need my Maverick, unfortunately. But, if they're going to do it where his character dies at the end of the movie, who knows? But I doubt Tom Cruise will let himself die in that movie.
Yeah, but maybe we might be milking it a little bit too much.
Yeah, because those Mission Impossibles are not going away.
No, they are not. Ethan Hunt, the immortal man.
That's right.
All right, gang. Enough of our ramblings on, although our ramblings do tend to be funny. This has been Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. See you next week. Nerds.
Have a good one. Bye. You can find us on all our social media. You can search Butcher Bay Rejects on YouTube, at Bay Rejects on Twitter, at Butcher Bay Rejects on Facebook, as well as at Butcher Bay Rejects on TikTok. You can also find us on our website, butcherbayrejects.com. And you can find us on all the podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Alexa TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Thank you for listening, and tune in again.